Hey everybody, Ann here, and Papa as usual. Well, it's freezing cold outside, but it's sunny. It is sunny, 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 so today's going to be another good day. I'm sitting here drinking my coffee. I got a nice fire going, and before I get going, I need something in my belly. I decided to make some apple cinnamon muffins. I threw some raisins in the batter and did the brown sugar oat crumble top. And this is the packet that I used. Mixed it up in the packet, threw it into the Coleman camp oven and baked it. And they turned out absolutely delicious. But I wanted something a little bit more substantial, so I decided to make a quiche. There's 6 eggs down in there, some extra water, some dehydrated Colby cheese from Augustin Farms, and some powdered milk. Then I figured I'd put some freeze-dried broccoli down in there, just give it a shake or two. This is from Mother Earth. Yeah, about that much is enough. And why not some spinach? Yeah, dehydrated or freeze-dried, whatever. Spinach, just a few shakes. There you go. Then I gotta beat it up. I got to do this a little bit longer because of the powdered milk, and that takes longer to mix, but it mixed up really nicely. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. I just poured it into a pan that I had sprayed cooking spray in the bottom of it, and now I'm just going to shove it in the Coleman camp oven. Yeah, I think I need to stoke the fire a little bit, kind of rearrange the logs, maybe add another log just to keep it nice and hot so that quiche will cook nice and evenly. Oh, I love me a fire. There is nothing more relaxing than just sitting and watching a fire. Ooh, and it is done. Look at that. It turned out perfect. There it is, you guys, my beautiful breakfast. Oh, it is going to be so good. The quiche turned out good. I wish it was a little higher, but that's okay. I can add a few more eggs next time. Check this out. Oh, everything turned out perfect. The cheese melted wonderfully. All the veggies rehydrated perfectly. All right, you know how I thought all those mushrooms that I found scattered all over the place were honey mushrooms? And I was doing a spore print, and I was hoping it was going to be white. Look at that. That's the furthest from white that it is. I'm not exactly sure what these are, but they're definitely not honey mushrooms, so I am very, brown spore print. Very glad that I did not eat these. Ha ha ha. Yeah, so I'll look that up and see what it is. Just goes to show you, you got to be really, really careful foraging for mushrooms. You make absolutely sure you know what they are before you eat them. This is what I thought they were, the ringless honey mushroom. Notice the little dark spot on the top. It's kind of hairy, and they have a white spore print. But this is what I think they actually are. Caesar's fiberhead. See that little X off to the left? That means they are poisonous. They have a brown spore print, and they are so similar in appearance, but the Caesar's fiberhead has a little bit more yellowish gills underneath. And here's a side-by-side. On the left is ringless honey mushrooms. On the right is the Caesar's fiberhead, which is a poisonous. Can you see? They look exactly alike. You know what? Something just told me that there is something that is not right about this mushroom. It looked just a tad bit different. So I'm glad that I did a spore print and looked further. So I got a wild hair up. I just started looking around, seeing what I wanted to do, so I made a decision. I decided to get started on this coop. So I separated a section of this wiring, and I've made a little gate, and I decided not to use the piece that has a little latch that goes down, because the way that I had it for it to go down like this, it wasn't secure at the top. The little things would come out. So I've just got it like this. And for now, I'm just going to keep it closed with some wire. But this just opens really nicely. And so I don't need the little door thingy. So what I did, just to hold it in place, I've got some nails. I've got some on this side, and they're slightly, pounded in like that. And then on the inside, I just kind of like pulled some wire through some of the holes and secured it that way. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but I just didn't have anything else. So, and then I just put nails on this side. So, I mean, it's pretty gosh darn stable. It's not permanent. I could take it off if I needed to, but it just doesn't want to move at all. So this is the way it is for right now. I still need to add something up here. And during the winter, I will probably add tarpage over the front just to keep a draft out. And I couldn't figure out what I was going to do for a roost. But you know what? In the van, the chickens roost on a old pallet. So I took a bunch of the boards out and I've just leaned it up. Ow, hit my head. I did put a bungee here because I just didn't want them to, you know, knock it over. I don't even know if they could. But they have the option to roost on that one, the option to roost on that one. I could have put it against a wall, but then that top one, which is likely where they'll want to roost for the night, would be right up against the wall, and the chickens don't really like that. So this is this. And also, I have gone around wherever there's little holes and put this silicone tape. It's kind of weird because it has like a fabric-y thing on it, but that's okay. And I just went around and plugged them all up. And I also did it on the top of the roof. So there's one underneath and then there's one on top coming down. So no water was leaking or will be able to leak. Really, no water was getting in. And I did take a little piece of siding and just put it behind this post in this corner. Ow, I keep hitting my head. Just to kind of block that off. I don't know if it really needs it, but I really need to be more careful with not panning too quickly. So far, this is what it is. I think the nesting box is probably going to go in that corner over there. And once I get this all situated, it'll be ready for chickens. I could just put some hardware cloth like over here and kind of bend it so it will open and close with the gate. I'm not really sure though. We'll just have to see. Yeah, definitely some kind of something, tarp or something, just to make sure that there's not a draft, because this is a big open space, and just having a tarp over the front of it, I think will be nice. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And I still got all of this of the old coop, and I will probably end up breaking down that coop as well and using it probably somewhere on this yard as well. So, and I probably will not get those wire coops in the future, and I'll talk about that in another video. I also cleaned out my stovepipe. It needed it. It hasn't needed it as frequently as last year. I don't know what's different, but it could be the wood that I'm burning is not as green. Fire's hotter, but yeah, so I cleaned that out. Split up a bunch more wood because I needed it. And that's about it, folks. Just been doing normal chores. Yeah, this has been working great, the wood burning stove. Oh, I am just so jazzed about that wood burning stove. It's 4:30 p.m. and it is already starting to get dark. So I got to take Papa out for his last walk. I got to throw the chickens some corn so they can digest it overnight and stay warm. And then make sure they all make it safely up into their coops and do a head count. I don't know what I'm going to do if I get more chickens, because you can't count all the chickens every single night, but I do. Anyhow, I did want to thank Megan S. Thank you so much for the PayPal donation. I really, really appreciate it. I thank you at the end. Your little name comes up. Anyhow, it's been a good day. It's been a productive day. My spirits stay up if I'm able to at least get a couple things done. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, and y'all have a good one.